Hi, friends. It's been a long time, and you know, I I've been thinking about doing this update video for months and months. It's been on my mind for a long time, and I apologize for not doing it, but I needed to get on the other side of something that I was going through, and I'm sure you understand. But I have been thinking about you, and I so this is this update, and I've been blogging about what I went through this last year, and for getting a real precise understanding about what I was going through, I recommend you going to the blog and taking a peek. There is, if you scroll down, you'll see an update, and then the story starts and it kind of moves through. And I will continue to blog not only about what I went through, but also about my current understanding. And so basically, what occurred, and it's kind of hard to go back in time right now for me, but what occurred was it started as a certain pain. And that pain gradually worsened. It ebbed and flowed, and then it got very, very intense. And it got to the point where it was very debilitating. I could barely move, and it affected my entire nervous system, and I didn't know what it was. And this led me into a very dark and scary place. Okay. And thankfully, because I'm sort of the kind of person that keeps going to find answers, the universe opened a little door for me. And I stepped through that door and I went on an adventure. It's the only way I can describe it. And I'm still on this adventure. But it led me to the discovery of what mind body science is all about. And mind body science is basically how the brain perceives things and creates dis-ease, pain, and chronic symptoms in the body. And, that's it in a nutshell. And it's not very complicated, but getting the brain to change perceptions is really the journey and the adventure. Um, and for a number of months, I worked with a coach and learned about what recovery entailed. And then once I understood that part, being patient was a big part of it, and not having the need for an outcome. So that led me to a new understanding and a new teacher and a new teaching that incorporated science. And I am a firm believer that science needs to be incorporated in our spiritual understandings for us to evolve as human beings. And this is something that Alma has talked about a lot. And, she just opened up a huge hospital with a research center, and they're doing really cutting edge experiments and pushing the envelope, right? And I'm kind of one that pushes the envelope in myself. I don't really listen to teachings and just sort of say that's it. I'm always kind of checking in with myself and knowing that where I am is fine, but that there is deeper understandings in the universe. So that's it. And through this work I've been doing with myself, I can really feel my frequency, my vibration raising, and that my own sense of well-being and freedom is is really evolving and moving towards something more unlimited. And I want to just I wanted to give you this update and share with you. And like I said, please go to the blog and check that out, because what I went through was not easy. It was probably the hardest thing I've ever had to go through in my life. But I'm also extremely grateful because of the door it opened. And it wasn't just a little door, it's a huge door. And, sometimes those really difficult things can present a huge opportunity. So I just want to let you know that I'm doing well. And I also want to say that I will probably start teaching again and doing groups. Um, I'm getting lots of little hints from the universe that it's time. Um, and I'm happy about that. I feel ready to do that. Oh, and by the way, the pain that debilitated me, I could barely walk to the bathroom, barely turn over, barely put my clothes on. I'm doing really well. I'm much more mobile. I've gone to almost being in a wheelchair to not needing any kind of support. I'm hiking 5 miles a day, pretty much pain free. I still have little flares now and then as the brain isn't fully convinced, but it's, this process of undoing that perception is really knowing that it's just not fully convinced yet. And that's fine. But I'm in a much better place now to share and to be fully present. And that was a big important thing for me. So that being said, I will probably send out another email maybe after the holidays are over and touch base with you. In the meantime, I would love to hear from you. Anybody have any ideas about things that you would like topics to be covered? Just say, hey, um, just touch in, give me an email. I would love to hear from you. And if you would, like to look and poke around, just know that I'm going to continue to blog there. And I think that's about it. And if I think of anything, I'll write it in the little email if I think of anything else. But I am really looking forward to connecting with you. I've missed you all. I've thought about you a lot. And I am just really happy to be in a much better place now to continue sharing. Um, and if any of you want a one-on-one, I would love that because I haven't worked in about a year. Um, just so you know, it's been that part. I've had to use all my savings to continue my own journey. So anybody want to support me and in working with me one-on-one, I'm fully available for that. Okay? And happy holidays. You can see I'm all holiday decorated out and love you much. All right. Look forward to seeing you again. Bye.